Robot Adventures adventure. Today, I guess it's a countdown. Today is January 1st, 2022. Yeah, and I guess the end of the year, because now the year is actually ended. The time that someone designated was the start of the thing of the time is now started. I don't really have a script. I just have some things I wanted to talk about. Books, movies, tools. That's all I got written. Yeah, so 2021, it's over, and COVID's still around, and America's still full of dumbasses. So dumbasses, shit for brains, stupid people. Do not watch this video. This video is not made for you. This video is made for people who like my videos. Am I a dumbass? If I don't like the video, does that mean I'm a dumbass? No, it doesn't. But it means, well, I don't know. I mean, you stuck around long enough to realize that you weren't liking the video, so as soon as that hits, then you should like, oh, okay, I'm out. If you stick around after you realize that you don't like the video, then yes, you are a dumbass. So, yeah, let's see. A couple of things changed about midway through the year. I got a better job, and I bought some stuff. Yeah, so I'll try to make a video. Probably, I want to talk about my books, the books I listen to, and I'm gonna use maybe, what's that thing called? OBS. Because I got a microphone. There we go. Oh man, this. Oh, that's why. It's really stiff. I don't know. Ah, crap. Ah, shit. So, yeah, I'm gonna try to use that microphone. I used it once already on my on Audacity when I did my Let's Watch of Wheel of Time, which I liked, and that's a book, and now it's a TV show, and Amazon, so I might talk about that. So I want to start off, maybe break this thing up into 3 parts. I don't know how long each part's going to be, and maybe I'll even try to, do something that I say I will do, but I never do, is like put timestamps and stuff like that on there. This video brought to you by, I need to make a good one of those because I got some ideas. And yeah, when I watch videos from like other people, they're like, oh, and the video sponsored by so and so, and that's a good like maybe 2 minutes of the video, just him like, and sales, and I just usually kind of skip through that part when they start talking about, and the brought to you by Squarespace, brought to you by Audible, brought to you by something so and so, and then it's like, yeah, I something. It says, yeah. I just usually scroll or push through that. Okay, let's talk about books, and maybe I'll switch over to OBS. Okay, let's see how the audio is on with the new mic. All right, welcome. So this is my Audible library, and these are all I think I started all Audible maybe at the end of last year or the beginning of this year, so it's been about a year. And I don't remember all of them. all of the stories. I remember parts of them. And yeah, there are a lot of books that I finished, but they are not marked as finished because I stopped them like maybe 30 seconds before they finished. Because at the end of the story it says, "Oh, this has been an Audible production and something something. If you want to something," then I just stop it. But these are the ones I apparently let go all the way to the end. And I like to get the big books because, or the Hugo Award winning or nominated, the Hugo or the Nebulous or the, what's the British one? I forget the British one, but yeah, and this one was nominated. A Memory Called Empire, book 1. I don't know if I'm gonna get book 2. Something about remembering, and there was a book or something. Oh yeah, and Who Are You? It's kind of like a trill or something. Like, does the past person become you or something? I don't really remember. This one, The Light Brigade, was like alternative reality. I can see alternate realities kind of thing. It was a little bit interesting. I kind of liked it. I'll give it that was great. I'll give it a 4. Just rating them right now. Don't really remember. I'm a big Brandon Sanderson fan, but don't really remember this one. Yeah. Unconquerable Sun. I don't remember. The Dispatcher was that like that mystery, and it was pretty good. It was good. It was the one about the, if you kill them, then they come back to life. Yeah, this whole Unsold series, now it's unavailable. When I got it, all of these are free. They're in the bonus plus catalog, and they're available, and then they go unavailable. When I went through this whole series when they were available, and it was a pretty good story. I liked it. It was about this kid who grows up in this small country village who there's like magic powers, and who finds out that, like, the Jade rank, there are ranks, is like the elders in their village are like Jade, and we're elders. But yeah, it turns out that the world is big, and he gets to go outside of the village and find out what's outside. And yeah, if you have an opportunity, get into them or something. If you find them, I liked him. He goes from from a nothing magic user, all the way up to like super, badass. Some of these are really short stories. I don't remember that one. This story here. This whole silver ship stories that got in. That was also a nice series. I was missing a few of them. They have adventures. Oh, if you can't tell, I like sci-fi. So this Coldest Case. Don't remember it. I finish these. They're just not very memorable. That's a whole series. This the superhero one. That was kind of fun. I kind of like that one. Superhero adventures. Oh, this is probably my favorite series. I just finished book 4, just released on the 28th. He Who Fights with Monsters. It's and I've heard some other. I've listened to a couple of other of these RPG adventures. Some of them can get really just like yeah. We don't need to hear about. It's a +4 damage strike attack with the buff on the if the opponent isn't you. It's like a card game, you know. It's like I'm not gonna remember. The +4 sword damage or something like that. Just tell me who does what. Do they win and how do they win? But yeah, But I did like this whole series. It's about a Australian kid who gets sucked out of the world, out of Earth, and sucked over into another world where they, Jason Asano, yeah, or he gets sucked into another world where they know magic, and it's like, oh, how do I do magic? And then he gets all these cores and these energy and like that, and he levels up and does some stuff. So that was kind of nice. Yeah, that's the last one right here. He Who Fights with Monster 4 just came out. Finished that one, I think. Just listened through it all the way through. This one was new to the library, to the Plus catalog. This Bewilderness, it was nice. I don't know if there's gonna be a 4th book. It's your basic Stargate, multiple reality kind of thing. It's like, oh, okay, they're doing that. And here's another one of these RPG guys, which is kind of interesting too. Those kind of I asked the guys at work, the asteroids coming, Doomsday asteroid coming to destroy the world. Everyone can upload their consciousness into a VR, so they do that. And that's pretty much my library there. Lots of sci-fi and pretty much that. Also LibriVox. That's also another. I've said that for years and years. LibriVox is a good place to go to get your free classics. And if you want to know a good story, or you want to know where you want to see the evolution of stories, LibriVox is probably a good place to start. They have all the classics, and it's all free. LibriVox. Then you can get into Audible. I've got like five books 5 credits that I haven't used. I just don't know what's a good series to get into, or a good book to get. Yeah, so like I said, to do all the nominated stuff for the Hugo and the Nebula and the it's like a 3-word name, the British one, but I forget. But yeah, I haven't listened to all of them. Some of them they don't have them, but all right. So that was it for books. Let's see what I can say about movies. All right, so this is January 4th. recording. Um, yeah, the Hugo Awards, and I joined Audible last year. Was it last year? Oh yeah, it had to be last year. Um, and yeah, what is all this? I like I said, I usually try to buy or get through the best novels of a lot of the years, and I've said this before in my other videos. Memory Called Empire, that was the book that won, but it was something about like politicians, and I don't really remember what that was. Middle Game, I got that on Audible, and that was uh, like a time traveling alternate reality thing. If I remember correctly, I have to probably have to go back. But the middle game was like, what happens between the start and the end of the battle, or how do we, what's the middle game? Like the end is like, yeah, this, and the start is this, and somehow they can live in the in betweens. Um, Getting to the ninth is some kind of families, and they have to fight monsters, and they're like clones and stuff. Light Brigade, that's the one about the time traveling stuff that I said, like alternate realities. The City in the Middle of the Night, I didn't. I started reading that one, and it looked kind of interesting about like some girl meets some creature, and they try to travel outside of the city, um, and the 10,000 Doors of January. I remember um, starting that, but it just didn't. It didn't just didn't hook me. Maybe it was the I think it was read by a lady, and there are a lot of books that a lady reads them, and I'm all into it, but this one just seemed, I don't know, it just didn't catch me. Maybe it was for like young adults or something. But yeah. Oh, this is how you lose the Time War. I wanted to listen to that, but yeah, didn't get time. Now, these are shorter versions. Oh, Emergency Skin. Oh, that one. I did listen to that. That was on. I think that was on Audible. Yeah, Amazon. It was about spacesuits, I think. That was 20 2020. And where's the by year? How do we do by year? I don't know. Past year, there we go. 21, 21. Yeah, I haven't the network effect. This is the City We Became. I think I started that, but wasn't really interested. The Jimson lady. She did the Broken Earth or something like that. She won the Hugo like 3 times, 3 in a row, and she's also I don't know if she's a instigator or something. She's a little bit controversial. It's like, oh well, there are not enough uh, winners of color, something like that. And yeah, I don't know what the percentage of people of color writing books is, but it's like, oh, you gotta just keep voting for the minorities. Well, I don't know, if they write a good book, then maybe yeah. But Black Sun. Did I read that one? That seems familiar. Yeah. Horror the Ninth. I heard it wasn't as good as Gideon the Ninth. Gideon the Ninth was kind of interesting. I was like, oh, okay, they're gonna fight. Um, so that's a Hugo and the Nebula for the city we became. That was I guess last year's, and Network Effect was I forgot, it was like the sequel to Code Red or something. I forgot something, all something, and I forgot what the British one is called, but is it the BSFA? It was like the Colin Doyle or something award, but so yeah. Um, what else did I want to say about books? Oh yeah, my library in my Audible library is about 250 books. Of course, some of them are like really really short stories. Burp burp. Um, and there's a lot there's a lot of them that I just get like okay, I do a search for like sci-fi and like 20 hours or 10 hours or 6 hours or whatever, whatever. And then I just get the like plus collection and stuff like that. And um, they're categorized in a couple of different categories. Like, oh, okay. So I've got one erotica, which I don't even know the name of that, what the name of the book was, but it was also sci-fi and erotica together. I got like maybe about 5 LGBTQ plus books, and just some of the weirder categories that I got. A history, I got I think one history book, and it's like, oh, okay. I don't know why I have a history. Okay, I think I got a cooking book or something. I was like, well, how am I gonna do an Audible cooking book or something? So, yeah. So a bunch of books in the library. I'm right now my current uh book is the series I'm gonna try to finish is the Rune Master, Rune Wizard, Rune something something. And yeah, there are a couple of books in that series. And yeah, like I said, I've already gone through a lot of the classics and the Wheel of Time. So Rune Lords. So that's what they're called. Um, yeah. So those books and the Dune books, those were after it's like, oh, Dune is such a great thing. Yeah. You just keep going through the books, and it's like what and then they just like that whole Dune thing was like, yeah, that's way in the past. Now we're like a bazillion years in the future. Spoilers. And all the people that you were like, oh, this is a great story. They're all long and dead and gone. And so when I see people like, oh, the movie Dune is gonna be so good, and so it's like, oh, okay, it's just a story, and then the story goes way off. And if you ever watch The Golden Compass, oh, The Golden Compass, oh, that was a good story. If you know the trilogy, there's like, oh yeah, I wonder what's gonna come out next. What's gonna happen next is a bunch of weird ass shit. The subtle knife. It's like, oh, okay, that's not kids and little animals talking and stuff, having adventures. That's a whole bunch of different stuff. So, yeah, books are fun. And you can see where the like, oh, this is just some of your favorite movies are like, oh, this came from here, and this is the universe, the world that it came from, and yeah, and And you get to know a lot about, if you know the books, then you can see the changes in the movies and stuff like that. And that'll be my next thing. It's like a lot of people complained about the Wheel of Time books not being, the Wheel of Time TV show not being, faithful to the books. But I don't know. Do those same people complain about Harry Potter and like all the stuff they dropped and changed just to make the movie? Like, for example, Ruben, what are you talking about? Like, uh, Cedric Diggory's dad. Um, what was his deal? Why was he? Who was he? And if you read the books, like, oh, he's the guy who did this, and then what did they do what was Fred and George doing at the Quidditch World Cup and stuff, and then you had their house elf. I forgot her name, Winnie or something like that. Wheezy, maybe it was Wheezy, like the Jeffersons. Yeah, that whole story was dropped. It's like, oh, and so that's why that happened, and all this other stuff is like, yep, all that stuff was dropped just to make it like, easier to tell the story, because that was a big book, or there was a lot of stuff going on and a lot of reasons why. How did Barney Crouch escape, and so. But yeah, when I hear people just like whining, like, oh, that sucks, they didn't follow the book. Yeah, sometimes you have to. Jurassic Park didn't follow the book. Yeah, a lot of people, oh, Jurassic Park, I love that movie. That was a great movie. Yeah, if you read the book, it was like, oh, what? Okay, so that guy's supposed to be dead? Oh, that guy got combined with another guy, and so yeah. Jeff Goldblum was like, who is Jeff Goldblum? Oh, okay. Go find out who Jeff Goldblum is. Um, but yeah, so I like the Wheel of Time, the TV adaptation of the books, because it's an adaptation. I can live with some changes. They do paint themselves in a corner. It's like, dude, you guys, what are you guys doing? Is that some? You're trying to, I guess, juggle a whole bunch of stuff and you dropped a couple of balls there. Let's check the Wheel of Time and how much hate it's got. Oh, now it's not so. Oh, we should do review. Wheel of Time review. Of Time review. There we go. And here's where you'll get all the like promises and do better. Oh no, this guy's scathing. Oh no, so gave up. Oh, terrible. Ruined it. And like I said, a lot of this might be the Alex Jones, this sucks. And then people were like, why does it suck so much? Well, let me tell you. And then clickbait stuff. So, yeah. So, but yeah, I liked it. Like, yeah, I watch also the some of the longer podcasts or longer videos where people talk about that. Just put it in the background and yeah, just listen to it. So now you can get the whole Wheel of Time series. Get on that, which will take you probably about a year. Maybe if you just keep on it on all the audiobooks, man, you might get through it all before season 2 starts. So then you'll be like, okay. All right, that's a lot of stuff talking about books. All right, next I guess I'm going to start talking about the TV and movie adaptations of books. on just the movies and stuff that I saw in 2021. All right, guys. Talk to you guys in a little bit. And then I'll post this up when it finishes exporting. All right, guys. Come by. Bye-bye.